Alright guys, so what am I gonna do? I think on this one I'm just gonna add I'm gonna replace the player character, and I'm also going to, let's see, replace the player character, and I'm gonna add some animations, why don't we do that? Um that way we can get rid of some of the terrible assets that I got going in there. Well, it's not terrible. It's just, they're free. I had to make do with what I had, so it is what it is. But let's work on this. So what are we gonna do today? So all right, for my character, you know what? I've been wanting to use. I've been wanting to use one of these LP characters. I haven't used one in a while. Actually, Lone Fan. Oh, that would be cool. I'm gonna add Lan Fang um from Coin Fang's characters. Coin Fang. Um and what else? There was something else I wanted to add. Um oh I wanna add an animation pack. Oh, should I add, okay, so yeah, I'm gonna add an animation pack. Maybe later, what I'll do is I'll add a um sometime in the close future, I'll do a merge with ALS for all you ALS guys, because you absolutely have to have ALS on everything. Yeah, that was a little bit of sarcasm. I was being a dick. I'm sorry. I'm not really an ALS guy, as you can tell, but I understand. Okay, so what I'm gonna add are the Film Storm adventure game. Oh wait, no. Yeah, adventure game anim set. Um, so we'll work on those. Yeah, yeah, because that pack has so many animations. I should be able to find at least something in there that I work with. Oh, and one more thing, because I know they don't have any good. Um, that pack actually lacks some strafing animations. Uh, should I just use these basic animations? Basic animations. I'm gonna give these a try. Yeah, the basic animation moving set. Oh, and one more thing, one more thing, one more thing. What is it? I definitely need to buy that grappling hook kit. Um, Kudos to 50 Berry, because they did a phenomenal job on that. After I buy it, eventually I'll make a tutorial to put them together. But right now I can't afford it yet. You guys haven't bought any. I haven't sold enough copies of this yet, so I can't afford it yet. But soon enough, right? Anyway, I'm sitting here thinking like I'm funny. I'm not funny at all. Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do is, first things first. We gotta get the character prepped, right? Because that's what we're doing. We're using character separate combined. And so what we want to do is we want to get the skeleton out and show targeting options. And what I noticed with these is they sometimes require you to move things around a little bit. Modify pose, view pose, skeleton, or hierarchy. Okay. Actually, I think he fixed this. This actually looks pretty good. See, the problem with these is that the right here, the clavicle is too far back. So always make sure that when you get these, you do that. Otherwise, you're gonna regret it because your animations are gonna look weird. Where's the other one? Clavicle. Um, Now I only have to do these for this specific pack. These are his older joints. Um, so you don't have to worry about this. This is just me and my personal things because I'm using this character. But if you're using this type of character, um, I would definitely recommend you do some of this that I'm doing if that's the case. Um, and then upper arm. Oh, something's not right. Yep. See, that's perfect. The legs might be a problem, so you might want to switch them out. Go to 5. Just go to thighs. Again, this might not matter to you because you might not have this issue. I just know that this is something that I have to do every time I use these characters. So take it with a grain of salt. Modify pose. Use current pose. Save. All right, cool. Now that's ready. Now I just gotta get the mesh, and I have to copy these sockets. Left hand, right hand. Just pay sockets, and then go back. There's 2 other sockets that just didn't appear. Was it back? Uh, Here we go. Copy. So see that at the holster sockets. You gotta copy the holster sockets You gotta copy the two handheld Hellnar sockets. And then just paste them. Alright, cool beans. Now this character is ready. Modify pose. Use current pose. High pose. See the difference? Alright, cool. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to go here, back to content, and I want to go into the default move. Well, you know what? We'll go into the adventure anim set first, and we'll just grab whatever. Find skeleton. Humanoid, save, retarget tool, and then, you know, because that's the skeleton I'm using, that's what I'm going to retarget to. The reason why I chose this one right here, the adventure anim set, to do that first, the regional reason why I chose to do that one first is because if for some reason my edits that I did to the skeleton are wrong, I will be able to tell by just looking at certain animations on this pack, and then that way, if it's a problem, then I just re-download the pack and then make my changes. If I were to do that with the entire project first, then that would be a freaking mess, because then it'll break all the animations. I don't want to do that. So keep that in mind when you're messing with your skeleton. Sometimes have like an extra pack or something, or even just one animation. Like use like one good idle animation, and do that first before you start switching out all your stuff. I did it this time because I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing. 90% of the time I don't, but right this 10% I might. Um, but anyway, so now that that's doing that, we're just gonna wait a second, let that finish. I should probably edit this video. I don't want to. I'm gonna make you wait just because I am a POS like that. I know, right? Just you speed it along. If I have to make these tutorials, you guys are gonna have to listen to me talk and rant. I do that, so sorry. Come on, man. This thing's taking forever. It's time to upgrade my PCU. Twisted Kage playing Sid Meier Civilization 6. That's my boy. He's got issues, man. He's playing Sid Meier Civilization. Like, yo, come on, fam. I don't know, man. RTSs aren't bad. I'm just playing. They're just not for me. I gotta hurry up, though. There is a lot of animations in this set. I did not. I should have probably planned this out better. I'm sorry, guys. Just, you know, skip forward ahead a little bit. Okay. Adventure anim set. Fix up or direct to the folder. Now I go in there. Character. Animations. Bone. Death. Extreme combat. Locomotion. Sword. Unarmed. Unarmed. And that's what I want to see real quick. And there we go. See, the bones are where they're supposed to be. The legs aren't like super tight. And it looks the way it's supposed to. So that's good. Let me see if let me find the walking. Because like I mean, it's it's nothing wrong with the way that he did it, but the way that he did it, when he created that, he meant it for his personal animations, I think. So you know, he wanted to give it kind of like a female stance, and yeah, it just doesn't look very good sometimes. So let's see here. You see, this is why you don't get film storm animations. This fucking root lock is on, and it's still not working right. You see how the character's still going? See, what should happen is the character should be locked in place, and it should do that entire motion from the same spot. But it's not doing it because they didn't do it right. And, oh, I, you know, some of their stuff is great, but I feel like a lot of their stuff they don't put any thought behind what they do. It's just not. And like anytime that you try to tell them, hey, listen, maybe you should fix this, they really cop a fucking attitude. It's crazy, man. Like, I don't know what the deal with that is. Like, that's so unnecessary. Like, you don't need to cop an attitude with me, man. See, this is what should have happened with that other animation. Should have did this. But it kept doing this, which means that the root is off. But anyhow, um, let's see. This is a real test right here. Um, turn off the bones real quick, and now we just gotta. I'm just checking to see if the legs are crossing each other. Nope, that is freaking perfect. See how the legs are together, but they're not really crossing each other. This one's the left one is actually going in front of the right one, but it's not clipping through it. It's actually going around it. And that's see, if I hadn't moved the legs, that would have been a problem. So that's what I was trying to avoid. So now you know. So yeah, it looks like it is, but it's not. These animations aren't that great though. This is gonna require a little bit of editing, but you get what I'm doing. That's just for my combat animations anyway. Now my other animations. Okay, so now that I know that that's right, I go back into hack and slash bare bones. I already did the retarget check. Like I already did that the fix. So you go to mannequin mesh. Oh wait, no. You can't go there because if you go there, it won't matter, right? So what you want to do is you want to go into content. Um, you want to go into blueprints, then open up master player blueprint, find the mesh, and then open it from there. Find the skeleton that way because the skeleton is sitting inside the Paragon Countess um, folder. The skeleton that's sitting in the other folder is the skeleton that's originally for the mannequin. So if you don't do it this way, you're gonna have a hard time figuring out what's what. So follow what I'm doing. Retarget to another skeleton, and in my case, it would be female base. Retarget, and then that's gonna retarget everything for me. Okay, so now we go back. Make sure every time you do that, you go to fix redirectors and you save. That's gonna save you a lot of trouble later down the road. Trust me, you're gonna be so happy when when things hit the fan, and that's a possibility. So right now, let me switch over to my new character that I just put on. Uh, you don't know why that always pops up. You have to tell it to show you the plugins, otherwise it won't go away. Um, okay. So I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with this one with no weapons. Well, there you go. Alright, and so now that we did that, now we know how to replace a character. Now, say you got a character that has hair, like her. Say you need to add that hair, right? What you would do is, I prefer doing it this way. Just take the mesh and then duplicate it. Then just rename it to whatever. This again, this since this is hair, just gonna name it hair. Then I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna change it to the hair. And because in this particular instance, the hair is not like a single. It's not like one single piece. It's actually sitting on top of a fucking skeleton itself too. What you want to do is, then you want to take that. You want to go into your event graph. I mean, not your event graph. See, this is why you have to do that. If you look, every time I do something, the hair stays on one side, and then the body moves. And to avoid that, what you want to do is you want to go into your construction graph, your construction script. You grab the hair, set master, pose component, plug it in, and then plug the mesh into the new master bone. Save, play, and see now her hair is where it should be on her head, and it doesn't move or anything like. up with them. Alright, now that we got that done, so now we know how to put in the character, we know how to retarget onto it. What's the next thing that we need to do? The next thing that we need to do is learn how to switch out animations, right? Because we can't use these awful looking animations, can we? Heck no. I just said heck. I don't even do that. That sounded so corny. I would never do that again. Alright, so where are they? You're probably wondering. Well, still ways to find out. But before I do that, I want to add Frank's hand-to-hand combat system. Frank's hand-to-hand combat moves because oh wait, let me see. Let me see what I got for punching. The punch animation pack. How many punches does it have? Okay. So I was gonna do Frank's, but instead I'll do both. First I'll just do the punching and then I'll do Frank's for the kicking. Okay. So V2 add to project. So I'm adding the punch animation pack now. It's not too big, so this shouldn't take too long. Um So got the humanoid save, bam, bam, bam. Target to, and then I pick my character, which would be base female skeleton. And that's gonna get my punching animation set up for me. Cool. Awesome sauce, alright? Alright, now here's the thing. In order to get these to, you can do this any way you want if you know what you're doing. I'm gonna show you how I think you should do it. And then, you can make up your own mind as to what works for you later on. Um, everything, same thing's not gonna work for everybody. But I know that this works for me. Now, these are the containers right here for attacks. Um, Naturally, UA is the attack for unarmed. UA is just short for unarmed. And then UB is unarmed B. Unarmed A, unarmed B. And then, with weapons, it's 1 through 6 B, 1 through 6 A. And then you have your air attacks. Now, how I have this set up, I have these UA1, UA2, UA4, UA5, right? But that's not what you're gonna do. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go to UA1, bam, right? What you're gonna do is you're gonna go and find it, and you're gonna move it because right now it's sitting inside the demo. It's sitting inside the demo folder. At some point, you definitely want to delete the demo folder. So you want to move, one of each of these into a different location. So there's separate ways to doing it. Duplicate. Oh wait, I already changed it. But you'll figure it out on your own. I'm not even gonna get into that right now. But what I am gonna show you is I'm gonna redo these from A1 UA1 all the way to the end. So what you do is you highlight. All right, we're gonna start with UA1, then we're gonna highlight UA2, UA3, UA4, UA5, right? And then we're gonna delete them. Just force delete. It doesn't matter. This should just delete them, and it'll clean them out the thing. There's a reason why I did that, but I'll tell you about it later. So, what are we gonna do now, right? For me, I'm gonna find my punching. Okay, my things aren't showing up yet, and that's because I didn't fix up redirectors. What's your aim set? There we go. Punch. Okay. Um. Okay, so we're gonna do a jab here. Um. Jab high. See the difference? Wow, these kind of suck. But this is just for purposes of education. So, okay, open asset, enable root motion. Now, if you have a in-place animation like this, um, that's not too bad because the character doesn't go anywhere, right? So that's cool. But say you have an animation that actually moves. If you have an animation that actually moves, I'll show you what to do with that later. But anyway, let's go back to here. So what do you want to do? Alright, so physics rot plus this is what allows you to move in whatever direction you want. That's the rotation for the physics. So while this is on, you can adjust your character to go in any direction. That's what that's there for. Next is face enemy. So if you have an enemy close to you, the second that it reaches this, it's gonna face the enemy automatically. Bam, you know. Um, what this does is that it opens up the damage. So as soon as it hits that, it allows you to do damage. Anything that it touches, it'll damage. Bam. And so you want to hit damage minus as soon as it ends, so that it's not constantly on, right? Also, you want to turn off the physics rotation. That's the physics rotation right here, because you don't want to be able to still move around. Otherwise, it's going to look crazy. So you want to, maybe put that there. Just give yourself about a point, maybe 1.5 seconds to move your stick in the direction that you want, and then immediately turn it off right as it cocks back. And then turn off the damage. And then, as it starts to come back, you chain it to the next one. You reset all the montages. You reset everything that's going on. And then this stops the montage from playing anymore. So, that's what's going to happen. Right? And now we go back to where the montage is. And the reason why I told you to delete the other ones is because now you press duplicate, and now you get UA2. And duplicate, UA3. And duplicate, UA4. And duplicate, UA5. And you can keep going until whatever amount of attacks you have. I mean, that's up to you, but I usually like to keep them at 5. Um, so what are we going to do? Now we're going to do something different. Now we're going to do a different punch. So we just did jab high. Now we're gonna do. Wait a minute. Are these the same side? Oh, goodness. These are all, most of these are left-handed, so I'm gonna go with the right elbow. You know, physics rotation, face the enemy, stops the physics rotation, starts the damage, ends the damage. In this case, because the damage spears on the hands, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna turn off the damage a little bit further down. Then you chain right here. You reset immediately after, and then you stop. Alright. Now in this case, I'm gonna show you. I don't like how this looks. It's not. I don't like when they don't move anything. Like I don't like when they don't have any momentum. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to do this. You go into your root, and then you come here. Give it a key and apply it. Bam. Now your root's where it should be. Cool. So what's gonna happen? The second you cock back, you go in there, give it a key, apply, and now you take your root. You're gonna push it. You're gonna move it forward, just a smidge, right there. And so from that point, from this point to this point, it takes the momentum with it. And so that gives it a little bit of momentum and it puts it in a good place. And so now, let me show you how that looks. Oh, wait, I didn't set it in yet. Hold on. So now we go back. Um, okay. Copy, paste, and then UA2. Bam. So these two should be the ones that play now. I have no idea why it's doing that though. You know, you have to turn on root motion. Don't forget to turn on root motion when you do this. Okay. So here we go. See how it moves forward every time you do that punch? Boom, 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 boom. And so, yeah. Hmm. I actually got these in the wrong space. Bam. Okay, so UAB is actually your mouse one. So keep that in mind. Otherwise, you'll be like, oh, what goes what? Alright, so now that I showed you how to do that, now let's go get another one. UA3. What are we going to put there? And attack. Okay. Attack. Alright, ooh, left uppercut. Yeah, yeah, buddy. We're going to give him an uppercut on that one. And again, same thing. It's one of those animations that kind of like require you to do some changing around, you know. This one's actually pretty good. Everything seems to fit properly, but again, I don't know what you have, so just keep in mind that it's physics rotation, face enemy, damage, and then damage minus should be, you know, at the like right after the apex. So for this, it should be right here. And damage shouldn't even start till right here. So I can move this over here, damage plus, boom. And then reset should be back here. Change should be right after reduced damage. And move this. I'm going to put this and L. Yep. And then you take this, you open the asset, and we'll do the same thing, just so that, you know, in this case, let's see. Okay. Root, key, apply, and then bam. And that goes forward. And so now all I gotta do is turn on root motion, which is already on. And I can go back to here, put UA3, Shift U, underscore 3, compile, save. Now let's test it out. I have to switch the arms on this one. because that blink is coming out the wrong hand. Should be L. Boom. Yeah, like that. And then we take this. I'm just copying this between both A and B. Just to show you that, because there's a difference between the way that they're set up. And I want to. Okay. And then now, let's go to UA4. U, A3, A4. Since we just did, I'm going to go with, see, that's a high jab. I'll go with a low jab. A body shot. Move that there. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. Face enemy. Oh. Okay. Damage, chain, reset, and stop. Bam. So now we have boom, 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 boom. The first punch I need to make a little longer. I need to stop the animation. Bam. Because it's not going far enough. There we go. Alright, and that's that. And UA5. A. Okay, what are we going to do for UA5? For UA5, what we're going to do is we're going to grab some left hook. We're to the right elbow. We're going to do a right hook. Now we're going to do a right thrust. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. And then what we're going to do is, okay, so how are we going to do this? Boom, boom. That's going to be right there. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we're going to reset. We're going to stop montage right here. We're going to reset here. We're going to chain it here. And we're going to do damage there. Or decrease the damage. We're going to stop the damage. See, the damage turns on right here. Bam. Okay. And now we got to work on the animation. You don't have to necessarily do this like Frank's animation packs. They come with root motion, so you don't have to do it with those. I'm not necessarily sure about this pack. I don't know a goddamn thing about this. Is the punch animation pack. I got this for like $8 or something like that. It wasn't even expensive, but that's why I'm showing you how to make these look good. You know what I mean? That way, if you can't afford it, go get, you know, some A grade stuff. You know, this stuff, you can make B grade stuff look like A grade stuff too if you know what you're doing. Alright, so where do I go? Okay, so I'm gonna apply, and then from here to there, bam. So what's gonna happen is fuck cash up. Still trying to get me home. You know. And so now that that's done, just make sure that enable root motion is enabled, and let's test it out. Uh, Wait a minute. Something. Oh, I don't know why this is in there. Clear that out. Save. So yeah, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just to make sure that it works, Walk over to the enemy. Boom, 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 boom. Punch the shit out this motherfucker, huh? Dead. Can't attack me if you can't. Can't attack me if you can't get a chance to attack me. Got me with that Spencer though. No, the effort. Got you, bro. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, see, I should have used the block key. He got me though. But anyway, now you see how you change those. I think that should have been a pretty good way of doing it. Now, for instance, like right here, this is actually set up for 6. It's an area 6. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You would go here, local combo logic, and second hand attack, attack B. I believe equipped true false true. That would be here. You attack 2, right? And so if you look here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's set up for 6, and it works. It works really good. Now, if you wanted to add an additional, right, to that one, that's all you do. All you do. Go here. 7. And then go here. Or, actually, the attacks that I was just doing aren't those. These are the ones that I was just doing. So right now, that's set up for 6. This is set up differently. In this setup, what you want to do to add an extra one is this. You want to take one of these, copy, Control V, paste it, change this number to the next number in line, and then you plug it in. You plug it into the bottom. You add one of these. You plug it into the bottom, and then you plug this. Plug the get into where the montage goes, and then you plug the uninterrupted into playing animation set. It's false. So yeah, complete, save. And so now let's see here. Now when I go in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just added another one, that's 7, and we'll just put a 1 and a 2 just to test it out. So you should hear a scream or yell after the last 2, 3, 4. See? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's how you do that. That's how you add more attacks. Simple, easy peasy. If you have any questions, just holler at me in my Discord. I'll be more than glad to help. I'm sorry that this tutorial took so long. I'm sorry that the tutorial took so long. And thank you. It's been real. Just hit me up whenever. Be safe.